Welcome to the LDF, Long Distance Friendship
Podcast.
Podcast.
Sorry, did I miss the rhythm there? Missed the beat?
It's all good. It's all good. We're back to the long distance.
Dude, yeah, this is the first Riverside episode in a while.
Oh, yeah.
Because we've been close distance.
We've been close distance.
Well, actually, this is just the first Riverside episode since, maybe a week ago.
It seems like a long time. A lot's happened.
Dude, what was that intro music?
Sure. Well, look, everybody, I'm Sam Castillo, and with me is Andrew Wagner.
Andrew Wagner, what's the intro music?
To the Long Distance Friendship Podcast. That is an unlicensed song we did not pay for, but we'll give credit. It's a song called Marcel by a group named Hers. Hers. He, hers. She, hers. But this is a show. If you've never listened to the show, this is the first one.
There's a bit for your character. It's like now on my iPod they have the artist, the album, the song, the album, and their pronouns.
And the problem. Oh yes, this is a character that we've been doing off air. I don't know if we'll do. I don't know if we'll do
we've been doing off air.
I don't know. We will.
Oh, nice off air.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's why you're bringing him up. I don't know if we're going to introduce Raymundo to the show. This is the show, guys. This is Long Distance Friendship. I'm Sam. This is Andrew. We're a couple of comics. I'm in Austin. He's in Dallas. We're long distance. It's just catching up, being funny.
There it is.
Just a fly on the wall.
A fine what?
A fly in the wall.
Fly on the wall. Nice.
Hanging out with us. Dude, it's already May, and they've already got Juneteenth decorations up. It's every year it gets earlier. So corporate now.
I know, but it's like, good for you, Hobby Lobby. We were not expecting this at all.
Oh, I know. Yeah. You would have thought that Hobby Lobby.
Yeah. Still no birth control.
Yeah, Hobby Lobby. It's just nowadays, it's just mostly like blue line flags.
Yeah. Yeah. This is where we do all our Blue Lives Matter crafts.
Yes. Well, how you been, man? How's your week? I saw you halfway through the week for our friend's wedding.
Yes. Yeah, I saw you on Thursday. It's Sunday right now.
Shout out to Greg and Ivy. Congrats on your wedding.
A beautiful couple. And
all right, couple.
Greg.
I was gonna say all right, people, beautiful wedding. He was gonna say beautiful people, all right, wedding.
All right, I thought it was great.
I thought it was great.
I think there are a lot of people who are like, I thought it was great, except for that guy in swim trunks, which is me. For the listener, it was me.
Yes, we had our friend Gregory had his wedding with his.
Who might be he's probably like a 10th of our listenership.
Yeah. Actually, I think he's saying he's 17%. So
he's 17% of our listenership.
No.
Oh, okay. I was going to say we're going up. Thanks for listening, Dr. G.
Gregory and Ivory, the married couple, had a wedding on a boat. Our friends had a gracious, beautiful wedding on a boat, and their only requirement was, look, we know this is last minute, so you don't have to get a tux. Just wear a collared shirt. Don't wear sneakers. And Andrew Wagner here and his date showed up in their best Vans and shorts and sneakers. You're wearing a Flitterbond t-shirt and your Baja Gecko brands board shorts.
I had the rash guard on.
Yeah. You had your body glove rash guard on. Your SPF 20 cling shirt.
Yeah, I was like, yo, is this wedding not vacation themed? Because I brought a boogie board.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's got the just married. It's got a string of cans on the boogie board.
Yeah, I brought my skim board if we want to go to that house. The skim board kids were trash.
Yeah, they're downstairs doing the first first dance, I'm on the deck flying a kite. You don't want any of this?
Dude, yeah, I could see you having a kite battle with your siblings growing up.
Oh, like kite runner?
Yeah.
It's a little intense for the Wagner family.
That's so
Have you
true.
seen kite running?
You guys, I read the book, but I never saw the movie.
Yeah. No, it's so wasteful.
That and Red Fern Groves, and those were like the first book reports I had to do growing up.
You had to do, or you chose?
Had to.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Similar to how you had to do Mein Kampf, or
very funny because
very
of my
funny.
unconventional upbringing.
I'm what you would call a compound Christian. As that, I mean, I grew up.
There's a lot of great private schools in the greater DFW area, and mine just so happened to have a curriculum rooted.
We had a very European reading. Yes, Birmingham, England, and Alabama. I don't even know. That's not even funny. That doesn't translate. We're all laughed out, folks. We were working on. I'm going to be on a roast show at Creek in the Cave Tuesday, the day this comes out. And
so, all you morning listeners,
yes, all you morning AM listeners, on your
they
way.
Are not calling it now. They are not sold out.
It's gonna so you should get tickets now and pack this thing out. I'll be on a roast show. I'm roast battling local drywaller Jake Rowe, a comic, if you can call him that, here in Austin, at Creek in the Cave Comedy Club.
Yeah, I just remember we end up saying something mean about Jake Rowe anyways in every episode.
Yeah.
So if you run out of jokes, just go back and listen to a prior episode.
That's what I was gonna do. Although I don't think I'll run out of jokes with Jake Rowe.
No.
That guy's life is shit.
But it's also kind of awesome.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out a joke about how his job as a list of his jobs is a roast. Like, in the years that I've known him, he was a Grubhub driver, a DoorDash driver, an Uber Eats driver, a weed delivery driver, and now an unemployed dog walker.
Well, surely he still delivers weed.
All of his racist family is angry that jobs are getting lost to NAFTA. Jake lost his dog walking job to a boarding school.
Border Collie boarding school.
Border Collie boarding school.
Yeah, that is true.
That is true. Damn. But what's been, what have you done? Did you look at apartments down here?
I didn't look at a single apartment. No. I'm such a bum. I just didn't. But you know what? I never know what to do when I go see an apartment. You're like there with the realtor and you're just like opening cupboards. Like, I think I could totally put my plates in here.
Yeah,
well,
I guess
this fridge gets cold. That's great because I eat terrible food.
You don't need them there. It's not that you need them there. They're there to make sure you don't fuck up the place.
Well, but like I don't even know. Like, I don't know. I guess like looking at it online, you can't tell if there's any like, I don't know,
benefit of even going in person.
Yeah. Like I'm not the type of person that needs to go and like see every single apartment before I move into it. Like, I don't need to see the unit.
I mean, for us, it's not like we're laying down roots where we live.
No.
Wherever we live, it's like, what is the cheapest studio apartment, the closest to downtown, for the cheapest amount of money? It has nothing to do with the floor plan or the aesthetic or the quality of the flooring. Exactly. I just need a place to suck down my I can't process cheese, so my irritable bowels.
Dude, that's the thing. I am like, because living at my parents' house, it's like, look, it doesn't take a lot to live better than I was living. Like when I left Dallas on like March 12th to come back and visit Rifa anyways, and then lockdown happened the next day. I was like, fuck it, I'll stay for 6 weeks. That turned into like 6 months pretty quickly. And I went down to Austin to move out of my apartment. Everything was as I left it, the day that I left, buddy, talk about a wake up call.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got like a pile of Soylents next to like drinking Soylent right before bed. Give me a break.
Give me a break. He's
Dude,
gonna
it
have
was,
to
yeah.
get the way out at 4 a.m.
Yeah. Just the way you should be able to leave your bedroom at any given time without mold growing, you know? You shouldn't, when I'm in the space long enough, mold doesn't grow because I'm there, but like,
You should be able to leave and go travel internationally,
yeah,
or you could leave your house for 1 month or 10 months, and when you come back, there'll be a little dust, but there won't be mold in the bedroom.
exactly. Like,
And that's where the issue
I
is.
was already leaving for a weekend anyways. Why was there so much organic decay so close to where I lay my head down at night?
so much biodiversity happening in that room.
Yeah, the center of that room was just this giant Adirondack chair that I bought from Jonathan Simpson.
Oh God! It took the entire room up, and it was a deck chair, like a lawn chair, an outdoor chair.
It was an outdoor chair for plus size boys, and it had no business being in my bedroom.
No.
I had the game show wheel from Hot Damn. I had my bike. It was just a disaster. So when I moved back into my own place, things are going to be different.
We'll see.
What's that face? I can't tell. The connection got bad, and you just look pixely. You look pixely and judgmental.
That's right. If Riva comes down with you, for sure, this place is going to look different. I'm excited to see this place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to be like you, dude. I'm going to have random plants hanging off my shower head.
Yes, eucalyptus, dude.
What's the deal with that?
You grab the eucalyptus from HEB. It's like $2, and then you just like grab a rolling pin. And you just roll it, knead it out,
Okay.
and then you just hang it on the shower head. Take a hot shower. The steam rises, and then the eucalyptus is carried throughout the apartment.
Beautiful.
And I love eucalyptus. It feels good on my nose.
Oh, who doesn't?
Who doesn't?
Nature's menthols.
Yes. Nature's Newports.
Yeah.
The best. Yeah, man. So that's the move, is to have some eucalyptus in the damn shower. Have some $3.99 HEB flowers on the damn countertop. That's living, dude. That's clean living.
How are those flowers looking right now?
They're actually dead. I need to get new ones.
There we go.
Yes, they are actually dead right now. But
that is your aesthetic right there.
is dead flowers in a vase.
Yeah.
That is my aesthetic.
He tried.
What's that?
He tried.
I tried.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. Allergies are fucking killing me.
Dude, get those flowers out of there. You think that makes it worse?
I don't care, because I like having flowers on my countertop. It makes me feel less bleak and dismal.
Yeah.
I don't have a pet to love me.
Yeah.
So I have a flower that I can watch die over the next 10 days. And I feel some sense of joy and mortality from it.
Yeah. Hey, today it's you flowers. Tomorrow me.
Here's open.
Hopefully not.
Here's open.
Hey.
And then one day I'll rot and become some flowers in some asshole's apartment when I reincarnate.
Wow.
Dude, I'll be in some podcaster's apartment.
This is the punishment I deserve.
This is if reincarnation is real, what is the punishment for us being mediocre podcasters? I think probably being like an AIDS wart or something.
An AIDS wart?
I don't know if AIDS has warts. I think it's just herpes or gonorrhea. I don't know.
Okay.
It's probably... It'd be hilarious if we reincarnated and we got to be like dictator kings, just like beheading people.
we'd be like, did we do good or bad? I can't tell.
I can't really tell. Like I see everything I own is gold, but it's covered in blood, so I don't know. Like, is this good or bad?
I didn't realize we were towing such like a precarious moral line in our first lives. That'd be sick. What have you been up to?
It's been pouring rain down here, so I've just been, going to work. Not a lot of business, just reading a damn book.
Reading a damn book.
I have been reading Freedom by Jonathan Franzen. I felt like, what is the most like lame thing I could do, which is read a Jonathan Franzen novel, and here we are. I bought these these glasses. For the listener who doesn't know, I wear. How would you describe these glasses?
Well, Rifa called them the guy from Treasure Planet.
Ouch.
Yeah. I forget his name, but
to me, I think they look like Liz Warren fan.
Yeah. No, male Liz Warren fans style themselves after the guy from Treasure Planet.
Yes,
because they know that the girls they're after, their first sexual attraction was to the guy from Treasure Planet.
Right. I unfortunately just can't drive at night and got stuck with these. I mean, I didn't wear glasses until I had a doctor tell me I had to. And,
right.
Like I was driving with one eye closed for like a year and a half before I actually bothered to see an eye doctor.
Yeah.
And they're like, Dude, which is
that's
arguably worse. Well, I think what's more noble, having to wear glasses or intentionally stylizing yourself as Milo or whatever from Treasure Planet?
Dude,
No, it's because Rifa pointed out to me on Wednesday, so we Wikipedia'd the character.
You Wikipedia'd the character. All right.
That's right. We Wiki fan.
But yeah. I'm with you. I will stylize myself after some late 90s, early 2000s cartoon character with glasses as soon as a doctor tells me that I can't safely drive.
I can't drive my economy sedan.
Yeah.
Dude, I hate who I'm becoming, dude. I drive an economy sedan.
Dude, who doesn't drive an economy sedan? At what point in your life did you not drive an economy sedan?
My first car was a truck until my brother totaled it.
Oh, what kind of truck?
A GMC.
Nice.
Yeah.
How'd that feel?
What's that?
How'd that feel?
It felt great because I could just throw stuff in the back. I could just, throw stuff in the bed of the truck and feel like a man, dude. Dude. Yeah, I could just throw my backpack or my gym bag in the bed of the truck and feel like a fucking dude. And just shatter.
You know where backpacks and gym bags also fit?
In
an economy sedan.
That's right. But, you think about who you are and what you're becoming as you age. And with these glasses, that's why I own a gun now.
Do you really?
Not yet, dude. But with the Liz Warren-ass face, dude, I'm going to start being an open carry guy. And I'm going to wear it on stage. I'm serious. I think that's yeah, I'm dead serious. I think that would be so funny for me to walk up there, mid-part hair, Treasure Planet glasses, Liz Warren-ass face, open carrying while I do a stand-up comedy set.
What?
That's the move. That's the absolute move, right?
That should be the one thing for if we're doing nothing else for background checks for guns in the U.S., don't give them to a guy wearing chacos or something.
Yeah, I'm just going to roll up in there my filthy white Air Maxes that are just covered in grime. And they're like, that's our guy. Give him a gun.
This guy needs a freaking Beretta or whatever.
This guy with an eye twitch, I'm like, yes, I'll take the hollow point shells as well.
Yeah. Those are the ones. Is there anyone that open carries on stage?
Not yet. Just me.
Not yet.
A lot of the older men comics wear their phones on their waist.
I'd get rid of my cell phone holster because it was blocking my Glock.
dude, right? So we're like, oh, the government can track me now. I've already got your Bill Gates chip in my arm. I'm gonna grow a mullet and pretend to be Southern like Sawyer. I'm from the suburbs of Houston. That's why I talk like. That's why I talk
Joe
like.
Dirt.
That's why I talk like a sheriff of Mississippi.
Fuck you, Sawyer. Just kidding. Love Sawyer.
He's all right. He's like one of the only people who's kind to me when he sees me in public. Everyone else is just like every time I see people now, they're like, "How's Wagner?"
Nice.
I'm like, he's fine, I guess. He won't, text me back regularly. And they're like, "That's great, that's cool." Yeah, and Sawyer's the only person really who's like, "Hey man, how's your life going?"
Hey man, you get that gun yet?
Hey man, you get that gun yet?
There's one time Harrison came over to my house, and we were about to go somewhere, and I was like, all right, I just need to get my phone before we leave. And then we spent like 20 minutes looking for my phone, and it was like entrenched in the covers of my bed, like somebody had taken it and wound it up.
I hate when that happens. Yeah.
And I was like, how did this, like, it's like we walked in together, so it's not like I was in bed on my phone. I was like, how did this even happen? And he was like, I don't know, man, but now I feel a lot better about you never texting me back. And it's true. I never know where my phone is.
That's right. It better be it.
That's it.
He's just playing with his tech deck. That's why he can't text me back. He's just You're grinding on a Pringles can. Dude. We were talking at the wedding about how your family used to always scream at you that snacks were meant for the whole family.
Yeah. Andrew, those Fritos were supposed to be for everyone.
Yeah, Andrew's a guy who, as a child, ate a family would get a family-sized bag of Bugles. Not even an appealing snack. Bugles.
Yeah. No, it was always Fritos because we couldn't have
Fritos. Just
Bugles
regular.
Yeah, corn Fritos, and we never called them Fritos. We called them corn chips.
And you would just eat the whole family bag in the road trip.
Yeah, my whole face would be stinging from the salt.
And you desperately seem like a third, because you also revealed to me that you grew up in a Honda Odyssey.
Yeah.
There is implications about the kind of family that goes SUV over minivan, and you were minivan. Those are the two types of genders: is minivan or SUV.
Yeah, if your parents have an SUV, they still fuck.
Yes, that's actually it.
That is it.
That's literally it. Minivan, it's like put on Shrek 2 again on the screens in the back and shut him up!
We literally had a minivan since the day I was born, and my little sister was adopted. So that's all I'll say about that.
You seem like a third row of the Honda Odyssey guy.
No. My sister took it the very back, and then my brother and I would get the bucket seats.
Yes.
And just cause a ruckus. I'd be getting yelled at for eating all the Fritos, and I'd be like, don't look at me. James just cut his seatbelt off with safety scissors. It's like $700 to replace.
What? For a seatbelt?
It's very expensive to replace your seatbelts.
Damn.
Especially like when you're in the middle of the country.
On a road trip he did that?
Yeah.
Dude, that's I would beat the hell out of that kid. Oh my God.
They did, don't worry.
Yeah, you're like, no, we got him. We got his ass.
I definitely remember him getting full bare ass spanked on the side of like some like Tennessee highway.
Who did the spanking? Both Dad?
Dad. Yeah.
Good. That's nice.
Yeah. This one time in like first grade, man, I shouldn't tell this story. But when I was in first grade, my brother was in like second or third grade. Oh, I was in kindergarten. My brother was in second grade. We lived in Pennsylvania. And like we come home and my grandma was just sitting stoically at the kitchen table drinking a cup of tea, and my sister and I are like, what happened and why wasn't James on the bus home today? And then, like, my mom comes down from upstairs and grabs the spaghetti serving spoon, you know, the ones with the, like, prongs on the end of it.
Sure.
And she's, like, starts walking upstairs. And I'm like, Mom, what's going on? And she's like, today, James decided to show his penis on the bus. And then just walks upstairs. And we hear James goes, oh.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Damn. I'm trying to remember what's the best disciplining I ever got. This is how stupid I am. In the first grade, I got lost from a parade. Take that in.
Just follow the parade deck.
Yes, it's a straight shot.
Yeah.
I was part of, like, all the first graders got to the neighborhood I'm in, or I grew up in Old East Dallas, and we always did a very, very big 4th of July parade. Like, we always did the biggest 4th of July and the biggest St. Patty's Day parades in Dallas growing up. And the 4th of July parade, all the first graders of my elementary school, Stonewall Jackson Elementary, which is no longer named that, all got to ride their bicycles if they wanted to ride, and follow, like, our friends' parents who were chauffeurs on motorcycles, and they all just went like 5 miles an hour. We all just rode our bikes in the parade. And I somehow lost the parade. I made a wrong turn, and eventually these good Samaritans found me. I was like by first grade, I figured out how to get home, but I was having to cross this street called Skillman Avenue that was like people drove way too fast for a kid, a first grader on a bicycle, to be near there.
Dude, it's really hard to get out of that Home Depot down there.
Yeah, exactly. And so these people who are just walking their dog are like, what are you doing, little boy? And I was like, I'm lost. I know I live on this street. This is my address. And they're like, oh, it's like 9 blocks north of here, but you should not ride your bike on this street. So they, like, walked me back to my house, and people were, like, panicking. They were like, how did it? And my parents were just like, I don't know how stupid our kid can be to lose a parade on a bicycle. How are you that dumb? Like, my parents were like, we don't know how to punish you because it wasn't not intentional. Like, you didn't do it.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like you were a bad kid and you wanted to get a rise out of us. Because I was, like, freaked out. I was like, where did everybody go? And I was like, when I got there, I was like, Mom, Dad, I thought I'd never see you. And they're like, this makes punishing you tougher because, like, you clearly weren't trying to be bad. You're just dumb. So, like, my dad was like, we got to punish the dumb out of him.
Yeah, dude. Isn't that, like, one of the first utter confusion of your life, where it's like, oh, I guess I was bad for getting lost as a baby. Like, when your parents are yelling at you for discipline, this way, don't wander off. I didn't mean to wander off when I was doing it.
I was walking.
Yeah.
Don't download child pornography on the family computer in the den, Andrew.
It doesn't count as child pornography because I'm a child.
I was just wandering on the internet. They're like, we started you on the Scholastic Book Fair website. You were supposed to book it.
My fingers slipped.
You were on Math Blasters on the family computer. I wandered off.
The M is so close to the S. I was doing Mavis Beacon random letter sequences, and I guess it just typed that into the URL.
I was looking for a Judy Blume book. Yeah.
Dude, I went to a Rangers game today.
How was it?
New Globe Life Park. What's that?
How is the new stadium?
New stadium is pretty nice. It's fine.
Nice.
Fine. Yeah, it's like regular baseball stadium. It's where they got that convertible roof.
About damn time. Baseball. Dude, I remember going to Texas Rangers games as a child, and it was so hot out, triple digits, and the seats were so hot. The
Yeah.
literal plastic on the seats were so hot. We would sit and on our baseball gloves because our asses would be burning from the chair.
Yeah, dude. Baseball is like I enjoy the games. I think they're fun, but I don't know why it's the most physically uncomfortable of the games to watch. Like no matter where you sit in the stadium, you're gonna have too much sun on you at some point.
That's why I remember as a child, like when my parents took me to a Knights game on like a Friday night because I didn't have school the next day. I was like, Dad. I was like 8, and I'd never spoken like this frankly to my dad. I was like, Dad, why did we ever bother with a day game? Like, he's like, excuse me? He's like, going to a baseball game is a treat. And I was like, yeah, and it should only be a nighttime treat.
Yeah.
Dude, miss me with that day game shit.
We only eat ice cream at night. We never have ice cream.
I know.
At
And that was
1 p.m. on a Sunday in August.
We got dessert at the night game too.
Oh, yeah.
God, yeah.
Dude, daytime game, it's like eat sandwiches in the parking lot.
Yes, literally so.
That's what we did today.
Yeah, you literally have a fucking turkey on Nature Valley, 12 grain in the parking lot, and then you just sweat your ass off.
Yeah.
But they had a dome, so they had AC.
No, the dome was open.
What the fuck? Anything over 80 degrees.
Yeah,
Close that dome.
Oh, God. Yeah, so the first 4 innings, blissful. We're in the shade. Then the sun moves. Bottom of the 4th.
Wretched sun.
Yeah, it's terrible. I was like, I wish it was raining. Baseball would be great if it weren't for all the fresh air and sunshine. Ugh.
Oh.
Dude, the organist was playing RHCP covers.
Oh, beautiful.
It's
Soul squeeze.
a small organ of.
That see, can't stop. That's a fun one. But then they do something bad, like you're breaking the girl.
Yeah.
Now bringing up from the Dominican Republic, Rogelio, and it's breaking the girl.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, the last Rangers game I went to, this was got to be like 2012, and I just remember dirt road, sitting on a dirt road by Florida Georgia line, and just came out, and literally every player but Elvis Andrus, he had like some like it was like some like Caribbean something with the steel drum. Every other player was sitting on a dirt road, like was their walk-up song, and it was like just 8 other honkies spitting dip on the way to the plate. They all chose the same song.
That's so funny.
Oh no!
And I love when somebody chooses like an emotional, like it's not a hype up song.
No.
Like,
What's the funniest walk-up song you've ever heard in a baseball game?
Oh, well, there was that one, and this kind of goes against what we're saying, but in like 2010 or so, there was the guy that walked up to the song and was like, dun 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 chacaron, chacaron. And the music video was just a guy going, dun 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 chacaron. And that was good.
The lamest walk-up song I've ever heard was When Daddy Let Me Drive by Alan Jackson.
That's so funny.
That's
Wait,
so lame.
at an MLB game, somebody chose that?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
A guy getting paid millions of dollars to hit a ball chose that song. The other one that was equally so lame had to have been oh no, I lost it. I Am Your Kryptonite. Remember that song by 3 Days Grace? Call me Superman. I am your
Superman. Fantastic.
Yeah, I remember hearing that, and like I was like we were at a Phillies game on vacation, and these drunk drunk punk rockers. Like they were wearing like Doc Martens, they had mohawks, and they
Nice.
just
What
had,
year?
this was 2010,
Nice.
and this drunk punk rock chick goes, "This song's fucking stupid." And like her boyfriend was like, cut it out, there's a family right there." And then my dad turns around and he's like, "It's all good, just no worries." He's like trying to like and they're and he's like, "It's cool," and she goes, "I'm sorry, we're getting kind of drunk. We bought tickets for all 3 games of this series because it's our vacation." And it was a Phillies game.
Yeah.
It was great. I was like, "Oh man, Philadelphia trash is the best trash."
And
Like,
that little girl grew up to be Bam Margera.
yes, yeah. I mean, this girl was like, they were both in their early 20s, and they both had smoked enough cigarettes and watched enough Philadelphia games in the sun to look like they they looked old enough, even though I knew they weren't old enough, to go to a dive bar with their children that they had out of wedlock.
Right. Yeah, if you watch enough Phillies baseball and smoke enough cigarettes in the sun, you just turn into a Floridian. Congratulations, you're from Florida now.
You're from Florida now.
Philadelphia, the Florida of the North.
Yes. Well, it's got a little bit of history in class. Philadelphia.
Sure, of course.
I mean, this is Pennsylvania, after all. This is the Commonwealth.
This is my motherland.
This is your motherland.
Yeah, no disrespect.
No disrespect to the
Even
PA.
if we are Pittsburghers.
This is Mac Miller's country, dude.
Yeah.
PA.
PA, baby.
What a dump. Dude, it's never occurred to me, like, how much Texas just is its own thing. Like, I was hanging out with some college friends yesterday, and my friend's fiance, she's from Richmond, Virginia, and I'm going to the wedding in October. And I was like, congrats, or whatever. I'd seen them since then. She showed me the ring. I was like, congrats. Oh, my God, this is awesome. I can't wait. And I can't wait to go to the wedding. Like, I've never been to Richmond, Virginia. And, she was telling me about, like, oh, like this and that, blah, 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 blah. And she's like, you and, like her husband, the groom-to-be, like, you guys don't leave Texas that much, do you? I'm like, no, because it's an 8-hour drive. Like, I'm going to Terlingua next weekend. It's a 7.5-hour drive, and I'm still in Texas. Like,
yeah,
you can't get away.
I haven't been most places in Texas.
It's just too big. It's its own country.
Yeah. I've never even been close to El Paso. I mean, I've been in New Mexico, but...
I mean, El Paso sucks. It's not a big deal.
All right.
It really is not that great. Like, for like a little bit, people were like, yo, the hottest thing to come out of El Paso is Beto O'Rourke. And I'm like...
Beto O'Rourke.
Yeah. My name's Alberto O'Rourke. And it's like, okay, yeah. That's not... Okay, so you're saying that if he's the coolest thing, what you're saying is El Paso blows. Like,
yeah. He used to be in a band.
Yeah, he's like a white Obama. He kickflips. Like, okay, this is what you're selling to me.
He doesn't kickflip.
Yeah, I know he doesn't kickflip. The only cool thing about him is he has like a bunch of DUIs. From when he went to like UTEP. It's like, okay,
game recognized game.
Yeah, you got DUIs while going to a state school. That's cool.
Yeah.
I guess that's the only relatable thing about you.
Yeah, but I think you're right. It is very sheltering to live in Texas because, like, just speaking of Greg again, I was talking to him about like what he likes about living in other states, and like it never like occurred to me that people live in other states. Like, the other states have like different stuff. He was like, in bluer states you can just kind of camp wherever, everything's public land, and I was like, what do you mean?
Yeah, and you've lived in another state. You've lived in PA, you've lived in Oklahoma, and you spent so much time in Texas that you've been brainwashed and forgotten.
Right. Pennsylvania is Oklahoma is the same as Texas.
It's the same. It's just a shittier part of Texas.
Yeah. And then I go to this one small town in Pennsylvania.
Dude, yeah. I have not left the state of Texas since going to Illinois in like the summer of 2019.
Yeah.
It's all we're going on 2 years here.
Yeah. But it really just also interacting with not like predominantly Republican states. And I know every state is like, in terms of the map is red everywhere but the cities. But like,
you go to Colorado and it's still like a lot more mellower, even in the rural areas.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
But Texas is just so much of it that like it's its own thing.
It's its own damn thing.
Texas forever, baby.
Burn it down. Okay, where was I going to go with this? All right, we got to. Oh yeah, so it turns out our prediction or our hope that Prop B would not pass, it passed.
It like if it were like passing,
it like got like 70.
Highway.
It like got like 70% of Austin was like, get him out of here, like the homeless.
Dude, did you see that thing on Vice? I'll send it to you after this if you haven't.
No.
But it was this guy. He's like driving around. This is filmed like a week ago in Austin. It's this guy driving around. He lives in a house off Chavez. He's like in his BMW. He moved here from wherever, and he bought a home 8 years ago, somewhere in that neighborhood off East Chavez.
So he's been here like since 2013.
Yeah.
Not even as long as half.
And he's like going on. He's like, dude, the people living in tents, I really do see them as my neighbors, but like, we lost our library, and then they cut to that library across from Cenote that like he doesn't go to, and then like, I can't walk down here with my daughter anymore. And then he's like saying, he's like, look, I'm gonna vote against Prop B, but I kind of hope all my neighbors don't. Like, he's gonna vote against it, but he hopes everyone else votes for it.
That's even slimier than just voting for it, because you have to profess these fake virtues that you pretend to have, like compassion for them, but you really don't have compassion for them.
Yeah.
Like, and that was the funniest thing about like how the people who I talked to justified voting for the Prop. If the listeners know, Prop B is a ban on camping. So camping before yesterday was legal in Austin, and so if you, the listener, hypothetically could have just grabbed a tent, put it anywhere on the sidewalk on public grounds, like a field or park or sidewalk, and just lived there in perpetuity, as long as you weren't committing an outside crime like dealing drugs or stealing things. Like if you just were peacefully not breaking any laws, you're camping, that's legal, you could do that. And the city banned that now. It used to be when I moved here, that was illegal. You couldn't camp, and you would go get a fine for camping. Camping was a literal crime. You can just camp on the sidewalk. When I moved here, it was like and in 2019, they were like, you can. And so a lot of people started camping, and this weekend, the city voted in outstanding numbers to bring the camping ban back, which I completely disagree with. Because when you're saying someone can't camp legally on the sidewalk, what you're saying is they can't legally be homeless while trying to survive better than just...
Well, and it's not just a ban on setting up the tent and sleeping. The legislation also includes, like, you're not allowed to sit down on the sidewalk. You're not allowed to, like, lay down on the sidewalk.
You're functionally not allowed to be homeless.
Yes.
In the city of Austin now because of this bill. And it's just insane, because this is a city that like allegedly is compassionate and like I think like even in like the pre like voting, like the early voting, like it was in droves clear that Prop B was going to pass and camping was going to be illegal again in this town. It's just like, oh yeah, I completely misread this situation. I thought it was not going to pass. I thought we were going to allow people to camp still.
Yeah.
And
I'm not an Austin voter at the moment.
Yeah. I typically like think, that I have like some awareness, because like oftentimes it's like I just, it's like, oh, my political beliefs may not be popular, but I am aware of what's popular.
Right.
Yeah, on this one, I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate.
Now people would
There's
go ahead.
there's like nice guy at the end of the Vice thing talking about how public camping is like a first step to reintegrating neglected members of society to society. So it's like by just keeping them in it enough, you can like build up to where, by keeping them close to stuff like bathrooms and other people and businesses, you build up towards getting, a job and a house and
Sure. A
whatever.
conventional shelter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
What's funny is how conservatives framed Prop B. They also framed it as compassion. They framed it on social media. They're like, we're telling them that since they can't just lie on the sidewalk, they can't be lazy. So we're kindly incentivizing them to take better care of themselves. And it's like, that's not care.
yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, these people need homes. And yeah, it is just like,
I
sorry.
said it like saying we're beating a dead horse last week. A lot of them need to be put in hospitals.
Yeah.
Whatever. This ain't funny. Dude, I have not watched. Please tell me that there's a good movie. Have you watched Mortal Kombat?
Oh.
No, I mean,
Sam, you know better than to ask me about movies.
I haven't watched a
Dude,
single.
I watched the first Harry Potter yesterday.
Oh God.
Yeah, what's great about that movie is like all of the magical like special effects they did to like make the magic, like they wrote a line into the movie where Hermione's like, the ceiling's not actually the night sky, it's bewitched to look like that. Like they wrote that line so they could do this huge shot of like the ceiling very convincingly look like a night sky.
Yeah.
But then whenever they step outside of the castle and they have to like green screen a forest background in it, it's like completely flat, and there's like animated birds being like,
Damn, I haven't seen any of those movies since they came out.
Yeah, dude, enjoy not being in a state of stunted adulthood, and just don't watch them. But I'm telling you what you need to know about them.
Yeah, no, I think it'd be funny to see how those movies don't hold up technology-wise.
Yeah. It's funny, they can make like a realistic dragon, but they can't make a realistic tree.
Yeah, they're like, well, we blew the budget on the dragon, so the tree budget's kind of skimpy. That's so funny. We kind of tuckered ourselves out with the scales and wings, so this is gonna have to be a tree.
Yeah.
It's just clearly a piece of broccoli. Zoomed out.
Very smart use of practical effects.
They just went to the craft services table and grabbed a piece of broccoli.
Nice. Well, what do you got coming up this week?
I got the roast show, got my show drive on Wednesdays, and got a lot of shows this month, but they're all in, the end of the month. Hotel Vegas, Buzzmill, Cherrywood, Cedar Street, packed. Yeah,
nice.
I'm doing it. And here's the deal: I've got nothing planned for June.
No one does yet.
Yeah, I know, but we need to start, dude. Start booking this out.
Yeah, coming back slowly. When's your Terlingua trip?
It's next weekend. It's this weekend. Sorry. I'm gonna
go
to Terlingua Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Get back Sunday.
That's booked.
That's booked. I'm gonna stay in a trailer, dude. I'm glamping. I'm not staying in a tent. Dude, I'm not staying in a tent. I'm staying in a trailer with a full mattress.
Nice. Yeah, it's harder to stay in it's harder to find camping space there than the glamping space.
Well, you had to pay for a camping space. You had to pay for a lot to put your tent on, and it was like $15 a night, and it was $22 for the trailer a night. So it's like, oh, okay, for $7 more, I don't have to pitch and break down a tent.
Yeah. Fuck
do
it.
that. Fuck that.
Fuck it.
Yeah. Camping. It's a scam, dude.
Dude, it
It
totally
really is. Nature is a
It
scam.
totally is.
It
Like
really
people
is.
spend like thousands of dollars on like little lightweight Bunsen burner cooking devices to cook like $13 freeze dried vegan mac and cheese on.
Ugh, I hate that.
Ew.
You know what we could do instead of doing this outside? We could get an economy suite at an okay hotel like the Hampton
For
Inn,
sure.
and then go to a corporate steakhouse middle of the ground like Fleming's and have
Mhm.
a wonderful evening.
Yeah, a lovely day indoors.
A lovely upper middle class vacation.
Dude, this skateboarder that I really like, I'm not trying to knock anything about him, but he like runs this nonprofit for teaching skateboard lessons at low income schools after school. It's called Skate After School. And he
Boo.
goes, I'm hiking the Arizona Trail for the entire month of March to raise money for Skate After School. And it's like, I don't know what about this is raising money for, like, I don't know how you going into the woods alone for a month is raising money.
Hey, douchebag, are you saying that I need to pay you to go on vacation for your charity?
Yeah, it kind of seems like you just wanted to do this, which is fine.
Yeah, if that's the case, just do it. You know what you could also do to raise money for the charity? Get a job. Like,
Yeah, I don't think he used their money to do it, but
I got a job at a Long John Silver's, so I can raise money for the charity. Cool, man. That's great.
hey everyone, I'm going to be working the register at Long John Silver's every day this month to raise money for my rent.
You remember when you? Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Remember when you asked me to pay you to go on vacation? I like this plan a lot more.
Yeah.
Fucking asshole. For you fucking skateboarders, dude.
Ryan Lay, if you're listening to this, I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
He's not listening.
You fucking
I already know he's not listening.
These fucking skateboarders with their they all wear Dickies pants like they pretend to be. I'm a cart. My dad was a carpenter and I skateboard.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
We hang out with him. He seems to have a car. Your dad, your dad who can actually build something, has a car that starts. That's great.
Yeah. I learned all this stuff from my dad as he's building like the most dangerous DIY skate ramps.
Yeah, the worst ramp, and it's all paid for with his advertising executive girlfriend's dad's money.
God bless these advertising executive girlfriends.
Dude, yeah. Those girls who, yeah, the type of woman that dates a skateboarder is the same type of woman that dates a comic. I don't get it.
Yeah.
So just like a lot of people were joking about like my boss and I were just at work like a month ago, and
Mhm.
you know, we're talking about like parents and how they could fuck up your kids or parent their kids or whatever. And he's like, yeah, man, like, you know, when you meet a chick, you can tell like what kind of dad, man or father was. You know, he's like trying to do that whole thing, or he's like, chicks with daddy issues. I'm like, all right, whatever. This conversation sucks. And he's like, yeah, you can tell if like the dad was like there because she's like calm, or like you can tell if dad wasn't there because she's like needy and clingy and all this stuff. And then eventually I was like, he's like, yeah, like I like chicks. Like the chicks who like me, their dads were assholes because I'm an asshole. And I'm like, cool, man. And then later on,
Sounds like he's the one who needed his dad as a kid.
yeah,
Okay.
exactly. I was like, what was your relationship with your father like? And he's like, we don't talk.
Never met the guy.
And he's like, yeah, so like, you know, like broken chicks like mean guys, like nice girls like nice guys, nice girls love mean guys too. And then like, and he's like, what about like sad guys? And I was like, sad girls with sad dads date comics,
Yeah.
which is the worst shitty version of all.
Yeah.
If you are a dad, be a happy dad. No one wants a sad fucking dad. Everyone would rather prefer an angry father than a sad father, you know?
Yeah. Dude, that's so true. Today at the baseball game, right behind me, there was this drunk dad. Like from the row behind me, I could smell his beer breath.
Sure.
And he was just like roasting his son based off the performance of like professional baseball players. he's like, look at him. JT, look at him. He's squatted down, ready to go in outfield. You don't even do that when you're on third base. You're building sandcastles.
And you know what the sad dad would be doing?
What's that?
Reading a Jonathan Franzen book to his son.
Dad, can I please watch the game?
The sad dad would be rationing out his Lexapro, emptying his emotional purse. An alpha dad would be bullying his son while taking him to a game. A child would prefer to be fearful of punishments, or rewards. Like that kid's like, yeah, I get to go to a Rangers game with my dad. Oh fuck, I get to go to a Rangers game with my dad. A child would rather fear presence than like expect you to be a sad fuck.
Yeah.
If you're a dad out there who's sad, lie.
Get glad.
Lie to yourself. I don't care what you need to do. Stop being a sad guy around your kids.
Yeah. You dumbass dads.
Fucking pussy. This is I think this is it. I think this is the end of the show.
Yeah, cool. Well, at least we didn't end on Prop B.
Yeah, at least we didn't end on Prop B. Well, folks, sometimes these episodes are exactly this. They can't all be Avenged. I think this is just fine. I don't know, man. I just feel like the Avenged Sevenfold one was a much better episode.
Yeah.
Eh.
Well, we'll be alright. I think not next week, but the week after, I'll be in Austin again.
Hey,
not Cinco de Mayo, but Doce de Mayo.
Hey, you fucking assholes who's listening. You want a better product? Pay us. And in the meantime, please tell your friends. Please leave a review. Please subscribe on Instagram. LDF Podcast.
Yeah, please.
Please. All right. Please.
Let's do it.
All right. Later.
Love you. Goodbye.